This information is being shared with the permission of our client. Want to hear more? Stay tuned for the rest of the story coming to you soon. Lauren Varner with Varner Faddis Elite Legal coming at you with an episode of This Actually Happened, featuring none other than the snakiest of all snakes, Snake Farm. While my adorable 67-year-old client from Queens, New York, with an accent to match, sat in traffic on the highway minding his own business, some careless lawbreaker rear-ended him so hard that he was pushed into the car ahead of him. The cars belonging to both my client and the other guy were so severely damaged that they had to be towed from the scene. We're talking one nasty crash. During the impact, my client's foot got jammed beneath the brake pedal. When police showed up, shortly thereafter, he told them his foot was hurting, and guess what? His comment is memorialized forever for all to see in the police officer's body cam footage. So police find the other guy at fault, and my client goes on his way. But the pain continues, and is bad enough that his doctor eventually refers him for some testing. An MRI shows a ligament injury and even a fracture in his foot, among other injuries. He ends up needing extensive foot surgery costing around $125,000. Unfortunately, the negligent dude who caused all of this only had coverage of $50,000 through State Farm, less than half the amount of the medical bills. Of course, given that, we thought that State Farm would pay our client their policy, and we warned them that they had only one chance to do the right thing. Guess what they did instead? For $125,000 in medical bills and a foot that will never be the same, Snake Farm offered my client around $1,700. $1,700! You should know that in 2021, Snake Farm reported revenue of more than $82 billion. We sued them, and eventually they offered the $50,000. But that ship had sailed, y'all. As we told them from the beginning, once they blew their chance, it would cost them extra to settle. So, what do you think happened next? They offered $25,000 to settle. And to add further insult to literal injury, shortly thereafter they paid an accident expert to say that my client wasn't actually pushed into the car ahead, but instead coincidentally hit that car before Snake Farm's guy ever even touched him. A claim that could have been easily disproved by simply speaking with the frontmost driver, which we did, and not surprisingly, she confirmed that my client was stopped behind her in traffic. What else could Snake Farm possibly do to avoid paying this man a fair settlement? Talk about dishonesty. Stay tuned because something tells me the jury will see right through him at trial. Tag Snake Farm below and tell them what you think they should pay.